Hi everyone, and welcome to week 2 of Wake Up and Smell the Opportunity with me and Jem. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Really appreciate you giving up your time. We are really trying to be respectful of everyone's time. We don't want it to go on too long, so I promise you we will obviously make this as valuable as we can for you guys, and as short as we can. Okay, feel free to use the chat, and yeah, let's do this. So last week, obviously, it was amazing. We really just want to say a huge thank you to all the feedback we got. It was such a great week. I really enjoyed it. Me and Jem, we needed that from you guys as well. It made us feel amazing. We loved it, all the buzz, all the interaction, and all the feedback we got. We really appreciate that, so thank you so much. We really honed in on consistency last week, how each time you show up for your business and you show up to your business, how those small little consistent actions really do mount up to huge results. So we talked about how to utilize your time wisely, and trying to shake off the bad habits, the things that people do that are not really contributing towards their business, but they find themselves doing them anyway. And we tried to share the non-productive things we do, and tried to guide you on finding what you need to do to spend your time wisely, and obviously see what you do for your business, how to make that grow. Jem shared the really great photos on how to do growth, maintenance, and income producing. Is that right? Activities for your business. Really tried to explain that. That was right on it. And they were great. I really loved them as well. I thought they were fantastic. And yeah, what we really hoped from last week, the message we really hoped that people would get from last week with what we talked about and the activities we do, is making not your thoughts and your actions align with your goals. So it's not just about what you're doing then, but it's actually believing it as well. So showing up to your business, but actually believing what you're doing too is so important. And it's not just wanting to be successful. Wanting to be successful is not enough. You have to believe it. So important to believe it too. Which leads us nicely into this week's topic. It's all about value and purpose. Okay, so again, me and Jem are both going to talk to you about different things, but around the same topic, and hopefully you guys are going to learn something and it's going to be beneficial for you. Okay, so in the chat, tell me, what do you see, you personally, what do you see the purpose of your business? Okay, what is the purpose of your business? Oh God, I asked Siri. He went, I'm not sure on that one. So what do you see as the purpose of your business? Okay, so if you could explain, if somebody randomly said to you, what is the purpose of your business? What would you say to them? Support your family. It's my job, and to provide a family a better life, make a little bit extra money, help me become debt free, to fund your holidays. Cool. So some different ideas there. Lots of different things. See, so many different things. Okay, so many different things. To make memories with your grandchildren, serve others. All different things. Okay, not everyone knows the purpose of their business. Okay, I would struggle to answer that. If somebody said it, I'd be like, oh, I don't really know how to put it into words. But it's a difficult question. Maybe you see it as a vehicle of your business is a vehicle. The purpose of your business is a vehicle of getting you to your goal, or maybe you're not sure what it is. Okay. There's no wrong answer, absolutely no wrong answer. Your business is totally personal to you. What the purpose of your business is, what it is really personal to you. That's so important. But we want to talk about tonight we want to talk about the importance of the purpose, and we want to talk about the importance of value. Okay, we're probably going to be literally change that word forever. You're never going to hear it the same way again, because we're going to say it that many times. But we're really, when you write a word over and over again and you're like, I think I've spelled that wrong, it looks totally wrong now, it's going to probably be a little bit like that. But hopefully we're going to give you some clarity on the actions you do towards your business to help you grow your business, because me and Jemma are so passionate about the purpose and value of what you do. Thank you, Naomi. I had them done last week. I went a bit all out. Okay, So if you know why you do what you do, you will, without even realizing it, do things and add more value. Your actions will have more value without you even realizing it. Adding value is the key to obtaining results. So I'm going to tell you a little example, a little story that I've written, not true, but just to give you a bit of an example between, to try and sort of really show what I mean about the difference between consultants who work by adding value. Okay, so bear with me. Two consultants join exactly the same day. They join on the same day. They have the exact same marketing tools as everybody else, and they both plan on working their business online. They're called Jemma and Tam, okay? Just so I don't offend anyone or anything like that, that I'd call as Jemma and Tam, okay? They sell the exact same product. These two people sell the exact same product, okay? And they're both planning on working the business online. They both get told to schedule a launch party. So they do. They schedule an online launch party. Okay, this is only using digital tools that are going to both have an online launch party. Tam knows hundreds of people, hundreds. Jem knows about 50 or so. They both add, obviously, they both add all those people to their launch party. They invite all the people to their launch party, and they both throw a wicked launch party. Both inject their parties with passion, excitement, all the products. They're really, really excited about their businesses. Tam smashes it with all these people she knows. She smashes it with 2,000 PRV for a launch party. Absolutely amazing. Jem smashes it also with 200 PRV. She gets an active order from her launch party. Everyone thinks Tam's a rock star. She smashed 2,000 PRV, invited a ton of people to a launch party, and she smashed 2,000 PRV. Tam puts her order in. She's super excited. She sees the host credits, absolutely ton of host credits. She buys herself a diffuser, a cream diamond, a ton of wax. She gets really excited at all the freebies. Jem places her order carefully, looking at what everybody's ordered, and decides what she can spend her host credits on to make samples with, how she can use her host credits wisely, and how she can make great samples to go with everybody's orders. She spends time looking at that, what she thinks will complement their orders, and really, really spends time doing that. Tam's order arrives. She's a bit busy when it arrives, so she leaves it a week, spends a week, and then she gives her orders out in Asda carrier bags. Jem, I know, rookie mistake. Jem gets her order. She carefully packages it as quickly as she possibly can. She carefully packages it. She labels all of her wax bar, all of her products with their details, just in case the orders end up in someone else's hands and they don't know who else to get back to. She makes sure everything's got details on. She makes complimentary samples for everyone's order. Everyone gets a sample. She adds a handwritten thank you note to everyone's order, personalised to them. She also asks if they wouldn't mind popping a review on their social media, on her social media, when they've received their order of what they think. When she gives them their order, she explains what they need to do to set the products up. She explains how to use the wax. And she also puts in a referral scheme. So if they refer somebody, that they will get an incentive. Meanwhile, while Jem's doing all that work, Tam's putting a few posts on Facebook of her stash, a few things she's excited about, and of course she picks up a few more orders along the way. Jem's group is really beginning to pick up a bit of traction. People are so impressed with their orders. They're leaving glowing reviews about not only their products, but also the service that they've received from Jem. This starts to get the attention of people who haven't ordered. They start to see what's going on Jem's group, and it starts to interest them. They start to see that there's something going on here and they want to see what it is. They start to follow the group, and Jem absolutely loads her group with value, with consistent value. She gives product demos. She explains the lifetime guarantee. She explains what each product does. She really, really takes the time to drip feed the value into her group so people can understand what they're seeing. 3 months later, Tam's managed a few more orders here and there, but customers don't really seem to be returning for more. She doesn't seem to have that returning customer base. So she decides that maybe it's the products, maybe it's the price, or maybe it's just not meant to be. Jem, on the other hand, has attended regular training. She's remained super consistent. She's done some self-development and she's rewired her mind to think differently. She's gone for a whole new way of thinking about consistency and the compound effect of small, consistent actions and how they'll affect her business in the long run. But more importantly, she's starting to understand about the importance of adding value and how she can add value to people's lives through her Scentsy business. She could feel it was the start of something really exciting, and she really knew that this was worth her time and it was worth her effort. So it was her third month. She'd been active every month and she was pushing towards her certified promotion. And she'd even spoken to 2 people about joining by the end of her third month. Right, now fast forward 2 years later, Tam has quit. Her customer base just dwindled away. They never returned. They didn't remain interested because of the lack of value that was getting put in Tam's group. And she was saying that she didn't have time because she had a full-time job. She didn't have time to do the things that Jem did. Meanwhile, Jem was taking a resignation letter to a full-time stressful office job and handing a notice in to become a full-time consultant and mum. Her business had grown to a team of 200 by her consistently speaking to people about the opportunity, and she had a regular growing customer base. She had more time to pursue her other interests in her life and do other things that she really wanted to fill her time with than she ever had been before. Jem had been consistent in her group with her service and with her customer service, really put a lot of time and value into her customer service. But the difference between Tam and Jem is Jem had been focused on adding value. That was what she'd focused on. She'd focused on giving as much as she could and adding value. Her customer service experience was absolutely amazing. People wanted to repeat that service over and over again because they loved it so much. And it mattered to her what her customers felt like. It was really important how they felt when they got their order and that they enjoyed their products. Her team were changing their lives. She was getting daily messages of gratitude from her team because she'd opened a door for them that they didn't even know existed. They were starting to achieve things that they didn't even know were possible in their lifetime. They'd found a purpose for themselves. They'd got a sense of achievement and they were feeling part of something by feeling appreciated and noticed. Jem had created a huge business from her phone that was impacting hundreds and hundreds of lives by simply adding value. She didn't have it easy. She didn't just post on her Facebook. She saw her business as an opportunity to add value, and that's exactly what she did. We've all got the same opportunity to add value through our Scentsy businesses. We've all got the same opportunity to add value, okay? Whether that be an amazing scented home, whether that be or rekindling a memory, rekindling a connection to somebody special, or opening the door for somebody who's just sees themselves as ordinary to do something extraordinary, like what we are doing here. You do not get paid for the time, okay? Nobody's exchanging you money for time here. You're getting paid for what value you add. That is what you're paid for. The value you add into that time is what matters. How do you make yourself more valuable? Personal development, unlocking the way you think, the way you make others feel. The purpose of your business isn't just monetary, okay? It isn't just monetary. It's not about what you get. The purpose of your business is not about what you get. It's about what you give. What you get is a byproduct from what you give. What I hope you realize is the success of someone is not determined by what they have. It's not determined by what they have. Okay, so in that particular instance, and this, we've seen these things happen. We've seen what I've just explained happen, where people have come in with an amazing, absolutely huge network, and you think they're going to smash it, but they just haven't got the motivation to add the value to those people that they've got the connection with to grow that. And they're not happy, they don't want to give, therefore their business doesn't grow. But somebody could start with a really small network, 50 people is not small, but really small network, and add value to those people, and that'll just grow and grow and grow. It's not about what you get, it's about what you have, it's about what you give. I asked our leaders today in our leader group what the purpose of their business was, how they perceive the purpose of their business, and almost every single one of them sees their purpose about from what they give. What they give and how they affect other people, the impact they have on other people is what they felt that their purpose was for their business. That is fulfillment, absolutely fulfillment in all aspects of your business, from the content you post on social media to the way you do a sample pack. Okay, all these things, if you do it with purpose and value, it means so much more, and you're far more likely to get a result by doing it with value. When we talk about posting, obviously, so when we talk about posting on social media and adding value, if it's just a generic post, oh, isn't this warm or lovely, or cream diamond £55, or do you want to join my team? If you're trying to talk to everybody, you're actually talking to nobody. If you're just trying to do a blanket post that's just hopefully going to catch the eyes of everybody, you're talking to nobody. You need to know who you're talking to. You need to know who your audience is. It's so important. A rushed post on social media can actually do more harm than good, because it can negatively impact your algorithm. So it can, social media, you put a rushed post on that gains no traction, no clicks, you don't have to have likes or comments on it, but just people clicking on it tells Facebook that people are interested in what you're saying. Just people clicking a single button on it or anything tells Facebook that people like what you're saying. So give them a reason by adding value. Jem's going to talk to you how to do that, but adding value gives you so much more chance of people, Facebook recognizing you or Instagram recognizing you. Identify who it is you're talking to and take time to learn from posts that you gain value from. What do you look at that you gain value from? So look at the posts that you get and find interesting. You follow them, you click on them, whatever it is, look at them and think, why did I click on that? Why did it interest me? And then once you screenshot it so you can remember it, and then learn from it, and then implement what it is you've learned from. Okay. And then before you know it, if you keep doing that, it's hard work getting to the point where you know what you're doing when you're adding valuable content. It's hard work getting there, but once you get there, you're getting a habit, and it's a habit to create valuable content as opposed to a chore. So question, have you ever felt or heard someone say that they worry that they are irritating people or annoying people when they post on Facebook? I know I have. It's something we hear a lot, that people are worried that. So do you guys feel it yourselves then, as opposed to hearing others? Because we do hear it a lot. Yeah, massive, loads of people, absolutely. Yeah, it's a huge thing. And if you haven't heard it, I guarantee you, if you haven't heard it or felt it, you will at some point. Your mum says it's annoying. Oh my gosh. Okay, your personal page is a worry. Okay, everybody, I think we all feel it at some point, even, like no matter where people are in the business, I think they all feel it at some point. It's totally normal. But I believe that feeling like we're irritating people when we're posting comes from us feeling like we don't have value. Us from a personal, if we don't see the value in what we're doing, we don't think anyone else will, and we think that they'll find it irritating or they'll find it annoying. It's from like years and years and years of conditioning built up from our own negative, like when people have responded negatively to us, or we've responded negatively to other people, or we've seen other people be negative to each other, a comment about somebody with their business. It comes from a place of not feeling like we're adding value. It's so important. It's not true. Like, everybody's business has value. Your business has purpose. Your business is important. I was trying to think of an example. Me and Jemma were thinking about it earlier, but I think like the amount of people who write stories, for example, who write books. Yeah, you hear the story of, and I love the story of J.K. Rowling, and where she goes and she takes over Harry Potter stories to all those people, and she gets told no over and over and over again, but she keeps going and she keeps going because she believes that she has value. Imagine if she didn't. Imagine how the world would be if she hadn't have done that. Everybody's business has a purpose. Okay, it's so important. You have to stop feeling like it doesn't. And I think the best way to feel like your business has purpose is knowing that you are giving and you are absolutely pouring into other people, seeing the value in yourself by doing your self-development, and seeing the value in the products, because the products are, we all know the products are incredible. We all know the perks of the products, that they've got lifetime guarantee, that they're fantastic quality. We all know the value in the products. The value in the company, like the company is unbelievable. They are devoted to us as consultants, to providing more than they're taking. The company is absolutely out of this world. And seeing the value in the opportunity, when I think of the impact me introducing Scentsy to other people has had on their lives and them joining, that is a reason I want to keep going, and a reason I want to keep sharing the business, and a reason I want to keep doing it, because it adds so much value and it's given so much value to others. That is my purpose, the value of what it's given to others. And if you see the value in what you're doing, you won't feel like that. It's so important. And it doesn't always come naturally. It takes time to find the purpose in what you're doing. You've all told, well, not everybody, but a lot of people have told us the purpose of why they do their businesses. It's so, so important that you really hold that passion, why you do that. Why do you sell Scentsy and not makeup? Why do you sell Scentsy and not something else? What is it about Scentsy that you love? That reason is so, so, so important. Okay, Jem's going to talk to us now about some practical tips.
Hi guys, thanks Tam. Okay, so I want to talk to you about some practical tips about how to add value. And when we talk about value, we're not just talking about the monetary value of the Scentsy products. When I say adding value, you can pretty much apply that to anything in life. It's like when you recommend a restaurant to your friends, they may choose that restaurant based on your influence and the value that you share of that restaurant, and it's not all about the price. The value in network marketing isn't solely based on price. It's the benefits your customers perceive they will get from the product that you're selling. If the price is your main focus, that's all your customers will see. But if you shift your focus on the benefits that add value to the customer, the cost becomes less important. An example of this is with Apple. So Apple products, iPhones, AirPods, MacBooks. There are hundreds of different laptops, hundreds of different earbuds, hundreds of different phones with pretty similar performance levels, yet Apple sell these in their millions. They are like the industry leading company for those products. And why is that? And that's because their marketing, they tap into the emotions of their customers, and how by using these Apple products, it makes their lives easier. They focus on solving problems rather than focusing on the price, and therefore the price becomes less important. People buy with their emotions. They don't buy a product, they buy the results that product will give them or the problem that a product will solve. One of my favorite quotes that I share regularly in my team group is sell the destination, not the aeroplane. When someone buys an aeroplane ticket, they're not buying the flight, they're buying where that plane will take them. If we adopt that same mindset into Scentsy, they're not buying a warmer, they're not buying a kit, they're buying the potential results of that kit and what that warmer will bring to their home. A beautifully scented home or the possibility of a new career. If you're struggling with interaction, if you're struggling with sales or recruitment, it's not because no one wants the products, it's not because no one wants to join Scentsy, it's because you're not sharing the value with the people that want to see it. You can't blame the industry or the company or the products. You need to give people, your audience a reason to connect with you. Make them want your job, make them need your product. It's not about it's not about what you say, it's how you make them feel. Are you showing people, when you're posting on your social media, when you're sharing about Scentsy, are you showing people why they need to invest in Scentsy instead of picking up a £3 candle from the supermarket? Sorry, I've got loads of notes because I didn't want to divert from what I was saying. So it's like Tam said, it's all about quality over quantity. You can post consistently and hope that you snag someone's interested. But if you're not intentionally adding value to your content, you're just pissing into the wind and hoping for the best. Don't use flyers, use user-generated content. And what I mean by that is content that you've created. Put your face in there. And it doesn't mean that every day you have to be looking photo ready. I regularly, when I've done my hair and my makeup, I'll have a photo dump day. I'll have a little photo shoot at home. I'll change my top, take a few pictures, then I'll put my glasses on, take another few pictures, and then I'll save them on my phone. So I've got ready to go content. So I want to talk about the differences in the way that we post. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. The first one is a product. So the first example is, check out my new Alabaster Mini. It's £24, message me to order. There's no value in that. All that is doing is sharing the product and sharing the price and how to order that. Instead, what you can say is, the Alabaster Mini is a perfect starter warmer. Its chiseled contemporary design and neutral tones make it suitable for pretty much any decor. Plug straight into the socket, our mini warmers fill your space with light and scent. They're great for areas of your home that you don't have space for a surface warmer, and make sweet little night lights for the kids' room. And because it's Scentsy, you can rest easy knowing it's safe, with no flame and no burnt little fingers or paws. They have a super affordable price tag of just £24, and each one comes with a free lifetime guarantee. Can you understand the difference between those two posts? One of those posts is literally straight to the point, a sales post, something that someone's just going to scroll past. They're not going to read that. And more on that first one, they've probably just shared a flyer or a screenshot from the PWS. With the second post, you're explaining, you're giving value, you're giving people a reason why they're going to want to choose Scentsy over a candle or another product. You're telling them the price. You're telling them it has a lifetime guarantee. You're setting the scene. You're letting them imagine it in their home, because you're saying that it can be a nightlight for the kids' room. They don't have to worry about kids' little fingers being burnt, or their animals' paws being burnt. It's adding value. And if you pair that with a bit of user-generated content with your face on it, then that's a perfect post in my opinion. The other one I wanted to talk to you about was the opportunity. So I see a lot of posts on social media, and it's my bugbear, this sentence, join my team. Okay, that right there is not giving anybody value. That right there is focusing solely on what you're going to get. It's join my team. It's not adding value. It's not giving people a reason to join. It's not giving people a reason to choose the opportunity. It's just focused solely on you and what you'll get. Instead, what you could post something like this. So I'm just trying to balance that. Do you love wax melts? Do you have a nose? Good. That's all you need to start your very own home fragrance business. Have something just for you, a hobby or a sideline, or turn it into whatever you want. It's your business in a box to do with as you please. Flexible hours to work it your way. Be your own boss and work from home. No need to go out. Run it online from the comfort of your own sofa. There's no targets, no pressure, no hidden cost, no catch. If you find it's not for you, you walk away and keep the kit. What have you got to lose? Now, with that, rather than focusing on join my team, you're giving them a reason why they should consider the Scentsy opportunity. You're showing them that it can, you're basically reassuring them that there's no catch, there's no hidden costs, there's nothing tying them into any contract. And you're giving them value, a reason that they want to join Scentsy. So I just want to, if you can all comment in the chat, I just want you to think about the problems that a Scentsy product or the opportunity can solve. So just write them in the comments. Yeah, I'll post these afterwards. So money, difficult presents, works around the kids, having something self money, smelly dogs, flame the safety, yeah. Yeah, meeting new people, community, yeah. Yep, absolutely. So when you think about the problems that a Scentsy product or the Scentsy opportunity can bring you, if you stop looking at the, so if you stop at looking at the value that can be brought into your life and instead focus on the value that you can bring to others. If you're focusing on selling and recruiting to benefit you, it may bring you short-term success, but to truly build a sustainable and successful business, you need to shift your mindset to how your business can benefit others by giving more than you take. And you've got 4 roles as a Scentsy consultant: sponsor, consultant, three: sponsor, consultant, and an influencer. So talking to your potential audience. So, and you can add value in each of those 3 roles. So as a sponsor, your role is to support, inspire, and encourage your team. You can add value to them by sharing what has worked for you, using your experiences to inspire them, helping them develop good habits like checking the workstation, recognition, and encouraging and cheerleading them, and believing in them. As a consultant, you can add value to your customers. When people buy from you, they're influenced by your recommendations. Maintain good relationships with your customers and take an interest in them. Get to know them and vice versa, and show gratitude to spoil them. It will encourage loyalty. And with potential audiences, this is what you're not just a salesperson, you're not just selling, you are actually an influencer. These people are watching you and waiting for you to solve their problems. Give them something to connect with. Think about your ideal audience, the demographic of people that you want to connect with, either from a sales or recruitment perspective. To make a genuine connection, there has to be some common ground. So think about who you are and how you can use that to make connections, build relationships, and how that can bring value to others. So as Tam said, what's your target audience? Are you a mum? Can you share how Scentsy has enriched your life? The opportunity, the income, the flexibility, the safety around the kids, the scent zapping of stinky nappies. Do you have a busy life? Can you show how the business works around your life? People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And that goes back to your why and your purpose. What makes you you? Why are people going to connect with you and your content over the Scentsy consultant down the road? Before posting, think about what value that post is adding to your brand, and what value that post is adding to the reader. So whenever I post on social media, I always try and hit like 4 different types of value. So one of them is humor. Is it something funny and that people are going to connect with? Is it inspirational? Is it adding to my brand? Is it allowing people to get to know me more, get to know my family more? Am I commenting on a trend? Am I trying to increase my interaction by asking people's opinions? Every time I post, if it doesn't hit one of those things, then I don't post it. So your customers and potential teams are not just buying a product or an opportunity, they're buying you. So think about the value that you're adding into them, showing a genuine interest and making authentic relationships. And you must be authentic across all platforms. It's not something you can just do in your customer group and then you're a completely different person on your Facebook. I have my Scentsy hat on all the time, and I consider my Facebook profile an extension of my Scentsy business. So the person I am in my customer group is the same person I am on my Facebook. It's the same person I am on my Instagram, because I want to be authentic. Be aware of your brand. Sorry, I've made a complete error here. I've written something else. So are you someone who is positive, inspiring, or kind? Or are you someone who is salesy in your group and then moaning on your personal profile, or getting into debates, or having arguments, or airing your dirty laundry? I don't post anything unless it's investing in my brand. You're not a salesperson, you're an influencer, and you're a champion of our product and the opportunity. And with that, it comes, people will know, like, and trust you. So as a champion of the product, make sure that you're using the product. Don't be trying to sell a Scentsy product in your customer group and then on your personal profile put that you're going to have a lovely bath and you're using a Lush bath bomb. Like, be a champion of our brand. We have the opportunity to not only make an income, but to make an impact. And we can give you all the tools and share what we know works, but we can't teach you passion and we can't show you how to make time. The business isn't easy. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's a commitment. But you can't just throw posts out willy-nilly and hope for success, because no business looks like that. And that's certainly not what me and Tam have done either. If you concentrate on the value that you can add to someone, you will never have mind block when it comes to your business. I think one of the biggest things I get asked all the time is, I don't know what to post. But if you think about the value that you can bring somebody, and you focus on that, and you focus on being intentional with that, you'll never have mind block again. And that's it. I'm going to share those posts afterwards in the group.
I just wanted to recap on one of the things you'd said about the long post. Someone said that they'll worry nobody will read it. I've actually got a list of hooks. So Sarah actually mentioned this. Your hook needs to be, when you're doing a long post, it can either be a title, like a title of the caption, or on the picture. Okay, a hook is something that's gonna hook their attention, basically, and it needs to be within the first 3 seconds. And I've got a list of examples here of hooks that are gonna grab their attention, to go with like really something that's gonna grab people from the beginning. There's 3 ways to, so 3 ways to send you home, or 3 ways to, I don't know, what can you think about, Jem? Change your wax. 3 ways to change your wax.
Oh, yeah.
This might shock you. Do you still believe in myths? Do you ever feel like, can I share a secret? The craziest thing happened. This might shock you. You've been lied to. Here's how to. This is your sign. Have you heard? Are you making this mistake? And don't believe the hype. Those are all apparently really tried and tested hooks. Like, obviously you can amend them, but things that grab. So when you're creating your content and obviously really putting thoughts into your content, that it is adding value, but when you need to get their attention, how do you do that? You get it in the first 3 seconds. That hook in those first 3 seconds is so important. Also, I saw something and it does work, and I am literally going to put a day aside to making them. I will, yeah, of course I will. I'm not just going to expect you all to write them down, sorry. It was an Instagram, can you see that?
No.
It was an Instagram reel, and I just watched the reels of different things. I watch reels of how to, they give like loads of great tips on Instagram of how to create good content. Like her caption, I don't know what it was, but at the top of her title it's got 2 little sirens saying pause alert. So just things like, you've got to think about that title. Sorry Marie, I'll share it all, I promise. But yeah, I've got literally a bucket, I've got a whole album full of screenshots of different ideas for content, and I will share them with you all, so, and all the different ones I've got. But also another thing I've seen is, I swear Heidi I swear Heidi Westmoreland told me this. It could have been you, Jim. Somebody told me about a 7-second video, okay? That you make a video that's 7 seconds long. So I tried, honestly, I managed 8 seconds. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. I was trying to show the wall fans in 8 seconds. In 7 seconds, I literally, honestly, there was like 75 million outtakes, but I managed to get it in 8 seconds. And I was like, that's going to do. It was the simplest video. I put it on my Facebook page, I put it on my Instagram, I put it on my reels, I put it on my stories, and I put it on my Facebook group. And it just literally was a little demo of me putting a pod in and putting the lid on and turning it on. That's all I did. And I got it to 8 seconds. And I have had such a great reaction from that. I got a really great view. I made sure I did the video clearly, in good daylight, made it short. It wasn't long, shaky handed. I held my phone up. It was really like just quick to the point, done. And I got such great reaction for it. And I think me, Jemma and Heidi, we've all come up with loads of different ideas of things we could do for like 7-second videos. There's like lists of things we could do: scent packs, washer whiffs, wax changes. I've literally got a list somewhere of about 1 million different ideas of content we can create in 7-second videos. If you've got an afternoon free and it's good daylight, or you've got a good room to do it, just bank a load of content. And if it's original content created by you, not a mass shared video or a mass shared image, you're going to get such better reaction from it. It's going to have such more traction to it, because it's going to be, obviously, Facebook's not going to recognize it as spam, or they're not going to recognize it as the same thing, which is why copying and pasting people's posts can do more harm than good, not just to your business, but to the person who you're taking the content from too. If you are going to take inspiration, I mean, we all do it, time to time, we take sections, but really put your own personality on there. Maybe there's a way you speak, people will know. I've seen my posts that I've done really well, someone else has copied and pasted them, they've had absolutely zilch from it, because people know, you can pick up a tone of voice through the written social media posts. You really can. Like, I could recognize one of Jem's posts a million miles away without her name on it. I could recognize one of Jem's posts because I hear her voice coming through her posts. So it's really important. But yeah, that hook.
And also, if you're in the same town or you know the same people, it's likely that not only are they going to see your post, but they'll see the original post, and it looks spammy. It just doesn't look good.
There's nothing, when I keep seeing a post shared over and over and over again, I actually find it irritating. It gets on, because I'm like, oh my gosh.
And Facebook bundle them together, don't they? So they won't see your post and a couple of posts down, they'll see my post. It will literally say Tam and Jemma Webb shared a post, and it will literally be word for word. So they won't even see the individual posts.
Yeah.
But I think network marketing has not so much Scentsy, because I think we work differently to a lot of companies, but network marketing really does get a bad rap for being spammy. And I think, me personally, I want to change that. Like, I'm a real advocate for this business. So everything I do, I want to change someone's opinion on direct selling, on network marketing, and I don't want to be that spammy person. So take inspiration from someone, even if you copy and paste it and then change the order, put some emojis, change the wording, just make it sound like you, and put a picture that you've taken or with your face in. Take inspiration, but just don't copy and paste. It just doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't. And another thing about, if you are trying to get a lot of information across, I find bullet pointing, but putting a space between each bullet point, it just makes it a little bit more digestible. Big bundles of paragraphs can be a little bit overwhelming for people. I know that I'm not going to watch something, I'm not going to read something if it's a big bundle of paragraph, but if you bullet point it, it just flows and makes it a little bit more digestible. And much like the 7-second video, if you click on a video and it's 7 seconds, not only are people more likely to watch the full video, they're more likely to watch it over and over and over again, because of that, the length of time. It really does make a difference. I had such a great reaction from that 7-second video that I did. I made sales straight to my website from my Facebook page. I made sales through my Facebook group. I made sales from my Instagram. It was really just a clear video, good daylight, to the point, just showed exactly what the products were. My caption was, I can't remember, but want fragrance, but no, you don't want wax or something like that. And I just showed the pods, and it was great. So it's just that little bit. It did take me a while to make the most shortest video in the whole wide world.
But the more you do that, the less time it will take you, won't it? That was just the first time.
Yeah, that's it, definitely. And these things are really important, because the aim of the game is to add value. It will absolutely I think it took me more than an hour. It absolutely will add value to your business, because you're adding value. You're seeing the value that you're adding as well. You're seeing that, like, there's a market of people who want fragrance, but they don't want wax. They don't want any heat. Those people, they need that fragrance, but they don't want the risk of having wax spillages or anything like that. When you're marketing the fan products, who are you talking to? You're talking to people who've got pets and they're going to knock the wax over. You're talking to mums. Talk to those people. Don't just talk to everybody. Talk to those people. Think about the people who are actually going to buy your products. Who's going to buy your diffusers? Who are the people who are going to buy your diffusers? Talk to those people. Don't just talk to everybody. No, I didn't speak in my video. God, I wouldn't have had time. Can you imagine me speaking in 7 seconds? Would have been impossible. But yeah, really, Jem, you look a bit superimposed, actually. You look like you've got a fake background. Yeah, you're really setting like...
No, I promise I haven't.
Something.
Yeah, I am. No, I promise I'm definitely in my car. Honestly, when I was just talking, I leant on my thing and I thought my beeper was going to go off.
Can you imagine?
In the middle of it. Oh, stop, yeah. Come on, just fiddle.
Everyone looking at you. But yeah, it's really... I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, the value in those, when you're sharing the opportunity, each time you share the opportunity, think of somebody who you want the post to go out to. Okay, if you're doing Facebook posts, if you're obviously having conversations, that's completely different. When you're having conversations, it's important that you are speaking to that individual person. How can the opportunity add value to that person? Okay, Jemma covering horny this week.
Just saw the word horny. I was like, what? Somebody like gate crashed, or somebody like broken in and hacked out flipping live.
It's our Zoom.
I might. Do you know what? I've got to say that's an absolute banger.
It is.
I might just put it on my radio, on my stereo as we leave, so you can listen to it.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll fade it in.
Start popping your bonnet.
Oh, dear.
I forgot what I was saying again. Helen, that's your fault.
Got off on a tangent, haven't we?
But yeah, it's the audience that you're talking to. When you're talking about the body products, who are you talking to? You're not just talking to everybody, you're talking to people who want to smell, who love the scent of Luna, or they want to smell like they've said they want to smell like Luna themselves, or when you're talking about the laundry products, I know that our laundry products are the best. Okay, I literally can sell laundry products like no tomorrow because I swear by them. Okay, my son, who wears a white shirt for school, he got that really grimy mark around the collar. You know the one. I soaked the grimy mark. I boiled washed the shirts, and absolutely nothing happened. So I soaked it in our laundry products, and then I washed it again. And just from like a short hour soak in our laundry liquid, I washed it again, and it's come out like white as anything. Like there's nothing, no stain remover in the world that has done that for me before. I swear by our laundry products, so I can sell them because I know that people who have kids that have to wear white shirts for school will be able to buy them. I'm talking to those people. Does that make sense? I hope so. I hope it does.
And like you said, don't be afraid to talk to, because it's not just going to be one type of person that's going to be interested in one type of product. Like there are going to be loads of different people that are interested in the Scentsy opportunity, that are interested in a warmer, that are interested in a diffuser. Don't be afraid to amend your post and post that to a different audience every other day. Don't be afraid to talk about the product too much, is what I'm saying. Because I think people are like, oh, I can't share that again because I shared that last week. You can, because your posts aren't going to hit everybody all of the time. That's not how social media works. So don't be afraid of posting them more often to different people.
And you've got to think about the amount of times you see something before you buy it. Like it's very
I was just going to say that. Yeah.
I've just bought that Dyson hairdryer. I've been looking at that Dyson hairdryer, granted because of the price of it, but I've been looking at it for months and months and months and months before you actually buy it. When you make that kind of, even just we're all the same. We all need to, yes, that's it, 5 to 7 times. I think it's actually a proven amount of time, that 5 to 7 times. You can't just post out and think I'm going to get a result from that. It takes time and consistency, but be willing to put the work in, and it is so worth it, because your business has so much value and your business has so much purpose. You have no idea the lives that your business could change if you keep going for it. And you could go for it with a weighted hoop. They give you bruises though. I chucked mine because it bruised on my hip bones. But yeah, you've no idea the purpose and the lives that you change with your business, and the way it'll change your life as well as your family's lives and the lives of other people. There's so much to do. You're a spontaneous purchaser. But what makes you purchase then, Naomi? So if you're a spontaneous purchaser, what is it? Is it somebody's recommendation? Do you see a Facebook advert? What is it that usually makes that you connect? Because it's about an emotional connection. What is it that makes you connect and make that purchase? So there's certain people that I know, if they recommend something to me, I'm like, oh, I love it because it's come from them, and I really trust their opinion on something, and I'll make the purchase. So but from the majority of people, I think it does when we're watching other people. That's why you've got to build your trust up with your audience, isn't it?
It's like we were talking earlier, weren't we, about the John Lewis Christmas advert? Like there are so many Christmas adverts that come out at Christmas, but everybody focuses on that John Lewis one because it's got such a lovely story. Like we connect with our emotions with that story, and that's the one everyone wants to see.
Yeah. They get you emotionally.
It's so clever.
It is, and they even they've made like a documentary about the behind the scenes of the John Lewis advert, because it has such a huge thing. So stupidly expensive shampoo or dish on social media low, so I bought it £50 on it. I hope it's worth it, Sam. If someone tells me about something, I have to have it. Yeah, I think everyone's different. We'll all experience that with our own customers. We'll experience impulse purchases. I've had somebody I went through a spell and I sold like 3 diffusers in a week. That's literally never happened. But then I looked at what I did differently. leading up to that, and I'd really shared diffusers consistently, and I'd been really, people who'd expressed an interest in the past, I've been connecting with them. Yeah, FOMO is a huge thing. That's why it's great to get the reviews on your on your page and on people on their Facebook. Build up the reviews, and customer service is so important. I would say me and Jem, a massive part of our growth has been down to our customer service, because we're both
Definitely.
very passionate about it, and it's been something.
Oh, night, Kath.
Night, Kathy. It's been something that we've both felt very strongly about, that we want people to have good service, because we know they can go somewhere else and buy the products if they wanted to. Okay, right. I think we're done. Anyone
Less than an hour. I'm impressed.
I know. I just looked at that. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I hope that has been useful to you guys. The exercise. One thing I did want to say was, if you go away and we would love you to implement what you're learning, because that is the main thing. Like, you can do all the training in the world, but unless you're going to go ahead and implement it, what me and Jem both discussed about writing down 3 to 5 potential. So when you're writing a post, what was it? You said it, Jem. You had a really good idea.
Yeah, so my part of the homework was going to be, I'm going to get in the group afterwards, I'm going to give you one product, and I want you to go away and write a post that adds value to somebody. So I want you to think about who you're talking to and write a post that adds value to somebody. So I'll share that in the group afterwards as well. That's my bit of the homework.
So I was going to say about write down 3 potential people who would be 3 to 5 potential people who would be interested in buying products from you. Okay, so you can actually, when you're writing a post, you know who you're talking to, because you've got these people in mind. You've got your target audience in mind. You know, every marketing campaign has a target audience. We're exactly the same. So you need to know who your target audience is. And that's the same with when you're talking about joining. If you put in information about people joining the business too, write down 3 to 5 people that you would target with your content, your target audience, your marketing. So, okay, cool. Right, we're done. Let me stop the recording.
Thanks, guys.